Hi everyone, it's Wendy back again for us to play in our little books where we're going to feature some Tim Holtz stuff. I was just wanting to check on the lighting. I think it's okay. It's a little dark for me, but it looks a little bit lighter for you on there. I find sometimes when I put the ring light on, it washes things out a little bit too much. So we'll try this. Let me know what you think of the lighting. So I'm sitting here with my hand on my cheek thinking, why do I have all this stuff? Okay, so this is some of the Tim Holtz stuff that I have. And I think, I want to just determine which of the things I might want to work with today. You see, I've got 3 new distress crayons, and all of these distress crayons, which I don't use very often. I do a little bit for art collage. I'm going to set those to the side. We don't need those for sure. I've got these wonderful pocket cards. I don't know that they're made anymore, but that's the SKU in case they are. This one's a full box. I'm going to set that to the side. I like the images in this. This is fairly recent. That's also the SKU there. What are these called? Photomatics. And there's all kinds of wonderful photos in there. So I'm going to set that here. So I'm going to put like pictures off to the side. These are some of the collage strips. I think those will be fun. This is filled with field notes bits and some bigger pieces of card that are all sort of ideology bits from Tim Holtz that I've collected over some time. And I have more of these. I just was trying not to put duplicates in. So those are some collage strips, the small ones. He's come out with some new ones that are larger, which look really interesting. This is some of those acetate items. I don't want to spend the whole time just looking at these, but these would be fun somewhere. So I've got that. Okay, set that back in here. Kind of have to prioritize. I have to know what I have before I can decide what to use. Oh, I love these. These are some the last of my layered frames from Tim, which I like very much. So I think we might play with those. I have these. These are baseboards, and they're very thick. Don't know again if they're made anymore, but that's the SKU. Let's have a look. I wonder, this is what I've done with other things in the past, is I look and see whether I can pull them apart so that I don't have to have quite such a thick item. I'm trying to be gentle with this. Hello, everyone. I didn't say hello. How's everybody doing? I hope you're well. Loved all the great feedback about our plans for playing in these books. You know what? That worked out well. And I think you could split that again. You could put it on colored paper on top, or you could paint that and use it for something else. But that worked out well, and I like that. So we'll definitely use these. Whether or not we use them today, I don't know. This falls into the same realm. These are the little gold ones. A little bit easier, if I recall, to pull off. But again, they're kind of gold and brassy. Love these. And then, like I said, you could keep those bits. So that's how thick it was. And we took off a third, and it's just like a nice thick cardstock now. So that's terrific. We might use those. I'm going to set these off to the side. Got some more photographs. So let's put the photos together. Photos. And this box, I think, is filled with, oh my gosh, how wonderful is that image? Gorgeous children. Absolutely gorgeous. These are called found relatives. I used to call them lost relatives. I don't know why, but there you go. Found relatives. Some Tim Holtz Idea-ology fasteners that I didn't know I had. Okay. Some rub-ons. Probably not going to use the rub-ons today. There's the SKU. Oh, here's some more Here's some more acetate stuff. Where did I put that other one? See, this is, I got to keep the acetate together. So this has got like swatches and whatnot. It's called Transparent Things 2, and this is Transparent Things. So this was the first, this must have been the second. I'm going to set those together. I have some words from Tim. They're both the same, I believe. Big Chat. I'm going to set that aside. Probably not going to use that today. Got a couple of, are they the same? Well, if I had it right side up. Tim Holtz collage paper. They're both collage paper. They're different. This one's butterfly and this one is more for Christmas. So we'll put the Christmas one away. Not sure if I'm going to use that or not, but I'm going to set it up here just in case. Got some words. These are flashcards. These are fun. These would make really, really nice pockets. So I'm going to keep a hold of those. I keep these with the, what is this called? Or did I just throw a bunch of things together, which I probably did. But this is ephemera pack, and there's a lot of, there's even some flowers in here. This is a great pack because it's nice and thin. I really like this pack. Okay. We're going to have so much, I'm going to have so much to play with here. Okay. I'm spoiled for choice. Too many choices, to be honest. Here's some of those cards that we looked at earlier that hadn't even been opened. Where is it? Right here. The pocket cards. Here's some of the medium-sized ones. Just going to set those there. Got all my people together. I have some, I've used these a lot. Some the ticket book from Tim Holtz. Right there. And I have lots of Tim Holtz backdrop papers. You know what, guys? I didn't even know I still had these. And I think I have some wallpaper, some Tim Holtz wallpaper in here too. Just a couple of sheets. And that's the skew. I don't think they make the wallpaper anymore. But please, if you know different, please correct me. I'm most happy to have you do that. Now, the other thing I have is I have a whole bunch of Tim Holtz metal things. So let me just see, what have we got? And there might be some non-Tim Holtz things in here too. I know that's his. Got all kinds of cogs. Got some lovely like crank keys, corners. These are not Tim Holtz. His have more of a patina to them. These are little Tim, little bezels, some buttons, more buttons. I got all kinds of these wonderful locks. And I think I have some keys too. I think I hope that noise isn't too much for you. There's some Tim Holtz brads. I have some more keys upstairs, so if I need them, smaller cogs. These are some little Tim Holtz numbers as well. I don't know that these are these Tim's. They might be. Yeah, I think they are. That would be nice, like on the cover of a book as a book plate. So there's that one, and I have one more of these. And let's have a look. So I'm showing you this because if you see something and you go, please, in the comments, you can say, Wendy, please use this, or attempt to use this. I can't guarantee I will, but I can give it a try. Got the little bottles. Got lots of these wonderful sayings, which I really like. I'll pull a few of those out. We do have some keys over here. These are monster ones. Wings, crowns. So I haven't used a lot of these ones that don't have a spot to sew it on, etc., because I'm not sure what is the best glue for attaching it. So I wouldn't mind your recommendations on that. Is it like Gorilla Glue, or is it E6000 or whatever? There's lots of different ones. That's not Tim's. This is lovely. Gosh, I used to use those all the time on my covers. Here's a gorgeous pocket book or pocket watch cover. We've got arrows, and I've got a bunch of those in a little drawer of shiny bits elsewhere. So we've got that. So if there's anything you've seen that you'd like me to attempt to use, like I said, I can't say that it'll happen for sure, but you never know. So I have this. I stick these in here. And these are Tim Holtz hinge clips. This just happens to be, she was in here. This is a little authentic cabinet card. Got some other brads in here. These are authentic tea cards. So, yeah. So I've got those. I have, these are not Tim Holtz, but I just love the shape of them. And those are little title plates in case we want to use them. I pulled out some word discs. And I've got this. I love those. I've got a few. Do I have a couple of these? Or yeah, I have a few of these little Tim Holtz pen nibs. Those seem to not want to come apart. It's just their little bits are stuck. There we go. Some little pen nibs, I should say. And there's that, and I don't think that's Tim Holtz. I feel like that's something else, but I saw it and grabbed it. So these are some things we may use to just decorate a little bit. I'm going to toss this in here as well. And I have some, in here I've got some little Tim Holtz paper clips and some other sorts of clips. I forget what he called those, but I really like those. That's the last of mine. And that's what I have. Okay, let's figure out something for this first page. So I think I want to put something on, like cover the inside cover first. And apologies if I took up too much time, but it is what it is. So I'm going to put all of my pictures, people pictures. I'm going to try and keep those together off to the side here, so I'll know those are where the people are. And I'm just going to measure, sorry, just one second, up against here, the size I want. So I want it to be 6 3/4 tall. And I'm just looking at the cut of paper to put in here by 3 3/4, I'd say. Double check this one if that one will work. Yeah, 3 3/4. So I'm going to grab a piece of this beautiful this backdrop paper of Tim's. I feel like that's going to be too busy, so we're not going to go that path. I like using, I'm just going to grab some papers here and show you. I like using something that just has a bit of writing on it, like something like that. That's a possibility. Just to get that covered before we get going. That's kind of nice, isn't it? I just need a couple of them because I don't think I'll be able to. Ooh, I like this. Okay. And I like that one. All right, let's just see what we get. So I'm going to cut them 7 1/2. I like these two. I'm going to cut them, was it 7 1/2? No, 6 3/4. So I'm just going to measure it. So I'm going to grab my pen. Just going to measure here on my cutter. 6 3/4. And I'm just going to cut that. You're not going to be able to see it, but or maybe you can. I'm not sure. So I just want to straighten that out. Cut it 6 3/4. Let's just make sure that's the right height. It's a little bit short, if I'm honest. I mean, no, I don't like it. So I'm going to choose, I use this paper for something else. I'm going to go a little bit longer than 6 3/4. Whoops. Let's do this. So that's just between 6 3/4 and 7. So we'll cut that. Okay. Did I manage to make it too short again? It's pretty close. This is what happens when I don't pre-cut. Oh, it must have been crooked. Okay, it was crooked. So 6 3/4 by 3 3/4. Let's try and see what we get. Just over 6 3/4, I should say. Okay. So based on that, I can take a little bit more off. Now, if I wasn't filming, I'd be able to do this with a little more accuracy, but I'm filming, so I gotta come in a little bit more. So it's turning out to be just over 6 3/4 by 3 1/2. Now look at that. Look how that's crooked down here. Wow. Oh, do you ever have one of those days? Okay, so it's going to fit here, and I'm going to end up putting like a piece of washi or something up here at the top, and that's okay. I'm just pulling this up a little bit so this can go in. So I mean, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes errors, but I like that there. So I'm just going to get my glue. And like I said, we'll just do lots of decorating over time. I'm not going to number these, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to say, that this is whatever it ends up being. So maybe it's going to be a window pocket page or whatever. And that's what I'll name it. And we'll go from there. So I'm just running my thumb up here in hopes that I can pull that fabric up again before it dries. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think that looks great. I have some washi. I do have Tim Holtz washi, but I'm not holding myself to just using Tim Holtz washi. So I think what would be nice, and I hope you're not seeing too many shadows, but I'm seeing a few. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put it a little bit over the edge of the paper I just put down, just to make it look like it is serving a purpose of holding the paper down. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so put some glue underneath that and glue this down finally. So there's that. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now we have to do something for back here. So I'm going to pick another page. I might be a little too light. I'm going to go with this one. So I'm going to go this way because I know I want the imagery, this imagery to be in. So I'm going to go like this. And just there. This time I'm going to try and get it straight. There we go. And we save all these bits because they make for great pockets and whatnot. So 3.5 we went, and then we went down all the way to 3. So I think what I'm going to do is go just above 3, before 3, because I don't want to make it too narrow. You watch I do that. I did. Oh my gosh, guys. I am just, what can I say? This is just one error after another. I guess we have to call me the Bodgey crafter today. I'm taking the Bodgey crafter title, Gail and Rachel. I know you both have laid claim to it before. I'm getting it today. Definitely getting it today. Okay. Well, we've got lots of bits to play with. I'm not worried. You know I'm going to use all that stuff. So, 3.5. Okay, that's fine. We've got lots of room here. Yay! Finally! I'm happy with the music, so it was meant to be. All of that was meant to be. Okay, that's also really nice too. Now, I don't plan on doing any inking in this because I just don't ink anymore. I have lots of inks and the tools to apply them. I just don't do it. It's I like the aesthetic without it. I like things that are inked, don't get me wrong. I really do. For me, my style has evolved a little bit to not using it. And I like how things turn out. So yeah, that's me. But by all means do. It does make, his stuff is so wonderful for that kind of grunginess. Like it takes on that grunginess, which is really lovely. No, I'll be happy if I can get some sort of a page in here done. I thought I had some paper dolls, but I think I might have sent, Stace, I might have sent the rest of them to you. I'm actually pretty sure I have some around. I just didn't exhaust all the spots. So that's great. That's at the back. This is at the front, and we can do something with that at another time. But I think it would be fun for us to just do something to decorate that page. So we've got all kinds of choices. I like the idea of having like a window of some sort, and I don't think it needs to have acetate behind it. You could put acetate behind it though, if you wanted. But I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. Something here, I think. And let's see. I want to look at all of my people options. Okay, I've got the little, something from here maybe. This is the Photomatic one. Grab this. So I want to use this as like a tag to go inside. Like these ladies are beautiful. Oh, and those ladies are there. I've got the big version of that. Those ladies are beautiful too. So something like using this as a tag here in that, I think would be really fun. And will it fit if I glue that entirely down? You know what? I think it's going to fit. Now, the question is, do I want to put something on it first? I think I do. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just goofing around. Okay, let's see. So we're going to use that one. I love it. Love those ladies. Put my people back with my people. And let's see. Let's put one of these on. Now let's look at these ladies and what are they saying to us? They look so joyful. Live in the moment. That might be really nice for down here. Live in the moment. Life is about creating yourself. Embrace imperfection. These ladies do not look like they have any issues with possibility begins with imagination. I like that. Okay, live in the moment, or possibilities begin with imagination. I'm going to go with possibilities begin with imagination. Okay. So I want to use, I'm just trying to see, do I have my white or a very light crayon? I've seen this done before. I'm not saying, oh, there's the white one. Guys, I apologize for, I'm going to be making all kinds of noise as we go through all of these. And I hope it's not too much. And as I say that, Midge is having a moment upstairs, so apologies. I'm just taking my distress crayon, and I've seen Tim Holtz do this before, where you just, add it, and you go fairly heavily, and I'm probably shaking you, into the letters of any of his beautiful metal pieces. Okay. I hope she slows down up there, and then just wipe it off. And can you see that? Possibility begins with imagination. I just like the looks of it. I think it's looks really cool. And that just gives it a little something extra. Let me just put my pin in here because that's really annoying, isn't it? Okay, so I've got my Tim Holtz pokey tool, and I'm just going to poke a couple of holes. I'm going to just poke one first and try not to stab myself. That's the trick. Okay, I'll do one first, and I'm going to use one of these. I have some here that are a little bit bigger than the Tim Holtz ones. I like the Tim Holtz ones, but I do find that these work a little bit better for me when you have a big hole like that. So, got those two. I think they match. Okay. So we're creating on the fly here. I'm sure that Tim Holtz is not watching. If he is, he's going to say, "Who is this? Who is this klutz?" It's me, Tim. It's me. Okay. So I've clicked that behind. I know he has larger brads, like ones that look like screw heads and things like that. I just don't have those. And like I said, I'm not buying more until, I'm buying more, but I want to get through. I want to get through some of the things that I already have so that I feel better and I feel justified in buying more. How's that? Okay, so that's at the bottom of our little window. And like I said, we could put something in that. I wonder if any of those acetates that I saw earlier. Oh, here it is. I wonder if any of those, I don't think any of these are big enough, but let's just have a peek and see. I hope I have a better grasp of what I have before I do my next video, guys, but regardless, I'm having fun. I hope you are. So let's just see, are any of these of a size that would Yeah, that would be quite small, and then it would mask our beautiful ladies. So I don't want to use these in this instance. But, oh, I just flicked that over my shoulder. I'll find it. I promise, I'll find it. Oh dear. Okay, so we have these, and these are fun. So, you know, we could put something like that, or wait now, like something like that there behind the window. And will we see these beautiful ladies? Yeah, we'll just roughly see her, but I think that could be quite pretty. Okay, so just gonna cut here and cut it with my chomper. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what these are going to look like at the end, but it's all good. Okay. So I want to put glue on here. I think it's going to go most of the way down. I'm going to just try and put a few little dots in there. And I'm going to take that off. And, oh, I have glue, of course, in all the wrong places. But that's fine. As long as I get it glued down, it'll be fine. And I'm just going to have to lift this edge up a little bit. Yeah, I see all kinds of shadows. Paul, I got to stop apologizing for everything, don't I? It's a Canadian thing. We're very apologetic, but I think it's, I'd like to say we're very kind people. Okay. And actually, if there's a smudge on this, I'm not going to worry too much about a smudge because I think it could just look really cool. Okay, I want that to be a little bit, seems to be adjusting itself a bit. So I just want that to be there. Okay. Right. Let's see. That's going to go there. Now I want to ask myself, do I want anything else in the background here that, in terms of paper or whatnot? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna fly with this, and I'm gonna put glue on 3 sides. I'm gonna glue this hole a bit down here. That way the tag will sit a little higher, and I'm happy with that. So set this here, get it on the page like that, press it down. We got a bit of metal on here. This is still gonna fit. Okay, I'm gonna just, oh, I know what I want to do. This is quite white on the back, and I think I want to have some coffee stained paper. So I have to ask myself, where is that? Oh wait, I've got some of this. I've got some of this nice brown paper. So this will do the trick. Set that up here. Oh, there's some Tim's washi right there in front of me. I must have set that there in anticipation. Okay, put my acetates over there, and I'm just going to put some glue on here. Gosh, I hope you can see me if I have my hands there. I hadn't even checked. Okay. All right. Only just. Fair enough. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on the paper so that we have a nice paper at the back if you want to use that for journaling. I think that would be great. I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to get my cutter, and this is also a Tim Holtz cutter. I'm just going to cut at the top here, cut the paper, and then also here, so that we have nice and straight, saving our paper. And I think I'm going to just cut a piece like that. Some book page there too. And then we can just fold that over. This is a Carol Laws trick. Fold it over, and that gives us extra space for journaling. I hope it doesn't make it too wide for the pocket. So I'm just going to fold it a little bit more just to be safe. Okay. Trim a little. And I'm just going to cut the edges down on the bottom of that. And at the top, why not? That's mostly, it makes it a little easier to insert it if you have something like that, if you've done that kind of a clip. It just creates almost like, I liken it to creating an arrow to go into something. So this will go in here. It's tight, but it works. You can see her through that, just barely, but I think it looks great. Okay, now I'm going to take it out, let that dry a little bit more. I like the idea of using one of the Tim's clips, I think, for the top. And we'll just see if it makes it too bulky. If it does, then we'll use a different type of clip. But I wondered about something like this at the top as being our tag topper. But if I do that, I think I want it coming out the top. How do we feel about that? Let me see. Let me see what we think. Okay, that moves a little bit better. We can leave her there at the top like that, and that's fine. This way we see her face a little bit better there. Okay, I like this. This is coming. Now, what else do we want to do with that page? You guys are probably screaming, and the blah, blah, blah. I can't hear you. I just can't hear you. How about, oh gosh, that's lovely. How about we use one of these beautiful tea cards, like right here, as a tab. So I need to think about how far out I want it. I don't want it to come out super duper far. So I'm going to put glue sort of like down the middle and here and here. So what I'm going to do is I'm making a bit of a tuck spot, I think, behind this, like that. So we've got, you can see the writing on this vintage tea card back here. We're still going to be able to see the butterfly wings. So I'm going to set this back here. And I want to put something in there as a tuck. Okay. All right. So let's see. I've got some little bits here, and these are all bits from Tim Holtz. I probably don't need to say Tim Holtz, do I? But they are from Tim Holtz. So just grab a bunch of these smalls, and we can think about what we might want to sit in there. Okay. Set this over there. And oh my goodness, they're so cute. So I mean, we could put really depends on where the glue is. I'm feeling to see if there's glue there. Why not set it in like that? You can't go in too far because then you're going to hit the glue back there. But there's no reason we can't set a few bits in here. I like that. The florist one as well. Okay. We're going to take our gorgeous ladies. And I'll do the same sort of thing on the other journal. It won't be identical, of course, because I don't have duplicates of everything. But I'm really happy with that. I think that looks good. Now, what might be fun, too, is we could put a little flower or something here. That looks nice, isn't it? I'm just looking at options. Just looking at options. That's really pretty. The colors with this are really lovely. It's one of those things where you're like, I want to be like, that's the one. Yeah, that's not the one. Well, maybe like this. No, I liked it better the other way, and I think this is the one I prefer. Although that one's quite lovely too. I think I want something a little. This is a little more muted, so I do prefer that one. And look, I just about grabbed the very same one. There's a rose like that. That's going over a little too much on this side. It is lovely though. No, it's going to be this for sure. Okay, we're going to put that there. And then I wonder, do we want just a little piece of ephemera or something up here? Set that there. Put this there. I do. Okay. So I'm going to put some glue on that. And I kind of want to come to it each time without a definite on what I'm going to do. I think for me that's the fun of creating, is having to be creative in the moment. So that's what I'm going to try and do, but it'll really be the interest of time. And if I'm seeing that you guys are losing interest in doing these, then, you know, we'll try and switch to something you're more keen on. But I like this. I like that we've got some fun things going on. And I love that we've got these, using some of these wonderful Tim Holtz supplies. And there we go. Set that along that edge like that. And of course it could be more embellished than that for sure, but I'm going to be trying to do a fair amount on each page. Checking the time. Oh goodness, guys, goodness. So that's how that page looks, and I'm really happy with it. So we've got our really sweet tag, and we just have to take this bit off, and we've got some journaling back here, and I've tucked in a couple of bits in behind this butterfly for journaling on. And then we've got this little bit here as well. And maybe we'll sort out what we want to do on the, I like to have that so that this is poking on the end pages at another time. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Apologies for the shadows and whatnot. This was a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed putting that together. And next time we'll probably, I'm not sure which page we're going to move to, but we'll be trying to decorate all of these front pages, less so in the journal because it's going to be important to have a place to do some journaling. Okay, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.